Hi, what's up, Kat? What's up, Ollie? Good to see you guys. I gotta say, I feel like I haven't streamed in a while. Hey, what's up, Astar? How you doing, man? Am I reading your name right? Have I been reading your name right? Astar, or is it supposed to be A star? A very late stream. You got here. Yeah, yeah. That's true. It's true. Was a very late stream. Yeah, how you doing, Shinrin? Good to see you, man. What are your thoughts on new profile picture? New? Is it new? Alright, man. If I don't go to your profile, like, it's really hard to tell what anyone's profile pictures are just from looking at chat. So I didn't even know that was new. Thoughts? Okay, don't really know. If that's supposed to be an anime, I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with it, I'm afraid. Hey, what's up? Poor Wanderer, man. Why is Wanderer poor? Wanderer has a mom now. I don't think he's poor. Both are fine. Ah, I see. Alright, alright. Greatest estate developer. What is that? Is that an anime? So, I'm sure you guys have seen the 5.2 special program. What do you guys think? When next patch starting? Um, when this one's over. So, it looks like 8 days from now. So, that would be November 20th. If you live in the West, that would be November 19th? Yeah, 19th, late in the evening. No, actually, you know what? No, not, well, the maintenance would start, like, I don't know, maybe 5. Yeah, in the afternoon. But the maintenance break would end in the evening, late in the evening. So that would be on the 19th if you're in the West. But if you're in Asia, then it would be uh, I don't know, morning. No, somewhere around lunchtime. Lunchtime, November 20th. Hey, what's up, wrong person? How you doing? Decided I'm gonna clear out my quest log because I need the resources. Yeah, yep, you're gonna need them. You're gonna need them, especially after 5.2 finally confirmed all the rumors this whole time. Yeah, we're all gonna need a lot of resources. I'm broke in all aspects, so that's that. At 38k HP, 101, 254 build, hunter, ready for Nivelet. What do you mean ready for Nivelet? Don't you have Nivelet already? Ubuntu looks nice. Ready to save for Sitlolly. Sitlolly's gonna be a while. Rumors say she's gonna be in 5.3. Chasca rides in a gun and Ororon mid-air. Charge stacks are so cool. I don't remember. I didn't pay much attention to Ororon's kit. All I remember thinking was, okay, oh cool, Ororon's an off-fielder, but can be used as an on-fielder, kinda. I don't know. That's all I remember about Ororon.
自分の責任を誇りに思っているのだ。
Oh, your main. Oh, you mean that account that you said that you got what's it called? Xilonen on? I just throw 20 or 30 pulls to see if I can get one Ororon copy. If I accidentally win Chasca, I'll be elated. If I lose though, I'll save guaranteed for Biker Lady. Yeah, Biker Lady. Hey, what's up, Overpowered? Good to see you, man. Don't like his character. Oh, really? Why not? Guys, Xilonen on the alt. Okay.
怖いかそれとも恐怖を抱く勇気すらないか私と打ち合う気か少しはまともになってきた闇来たる破滅の時のカウントダウン開始だいいだろう私に挑む資格を認めてやる 届けるといい山立ち落日すべての始まりに過ぎん
The memories of watching these almost every day is amazing. Watching what every day? Is the bike thing confirmed or just dreams? They're still dreams for now. I mean, depending on what you would consider to be confirmed, you know, but nothing official. Yeah, nothing official. Um, I applied for beta testing. I hope I can get in. Oh, really? How do you even apply for beta testing? You ever have problems bursting every rotation with Nibilet? I don't know, man. Oh, I guess not. I guess not. Well, the thing is, like, okay, I don't know how good Furina's particle generation is, but so far, I'd say 90% of my Nivelette usage has been with Furina, and in a team with Furina, I've never really had any issues. Another thing to take into account too is my Kazuha. Oh my god, that hits really hard. As my Kazuha has Fab Sword, and I don't really pay attention to how much of the particles I'm getting, so I don't really know how much it's helping. Oh, this is a cringe run. My friend says Nivelette is trash because he built him with attack. Sounds like you need new friends. Dismember him and stuff him into a sewer. Oh my god. Saying Nivelette is a trash character is, it's almost blasphemous, you know? It's almost blasphemous. It's not even stupid, it's almost blasphemous. Memories of lost 50/50s flashing. I think that would be a good time to insert the Akira meme. You know, Akira! Ding! Leave me alone! Memory, and then like the flashes would be, all your lost 50/50s, like getting Chi-Chi, getting Adia, getting Jean, getting Mona. I find Chasca interesting because she seems to deal different elemental damage by herself. Maybe running attack percent goblet will be best for her. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like it's the same idea as like a DPS or hybrid Kazuha, because with a hybrid / DPS Kazuha, of course the multipliers that from his actual kit himself actually matter. Right? And when you press E, you never know which element you're gonna infuse. Like especially if there are a bunch of different enemies on the field that have petch elements, that swirlable elements or infusible elements. So yeah, it's almost always a good idea to go attack goblet on a DPS / hybrid Kazuha, and on even more so on Chasca, at least according to what they told us her kit would be. Oh, I made a mistake. Why is this taking so much longer than usual? Hey, what's up, Mighty? Good to see you, man. Hi, what's up, Carrie? What are these teams for, wrong person? Is it true that if you lose your 50-50, your chance of capturing Radiance gets higher? Yes, that's true. That's actually true, Ali. Yeah, it's like capturing Radiance has the base like 10% chance of happening. Is it 10% or 5%? I don't remember. Base 10% chance of happening, and it capturing Radiance also has its own like pity. Yeah, it's like exactly what you said. The more 50-50s you've lost, the higher your chances of proccing capturing Radiance is. Overpowered ask for teams. Oh, I see, I see. "22 hours from now." Okay. No need to condense any more resin till tomorrow. I've lost at least two 50-50s after the addition of capturing Radiance. Oh, then your third 50-50, your next 50-50, your odds of getting your odds of not proccing, no, your odds of proccing capturing Radiance, from what I remember, should be somewhere around 70-ish% already. By your third 50-50, by your third 50-50 loss. And from what I remember, your fourth 50-50 loss would be basically guaranteed capturing Radiance. I don't remember if those are the exact numbers, but that's as far as I remember. By the way, Risley rerun one. I don't know, man. I feel like Hoyo. Oh, you know what? Okay, now that you've mentioned this, right? You mentioned this. It made me think about the state of like reruns getting longer and longer and longer. You know, at least like the gap between character reruns getting longer and longer, especially for the not very popular characters. They're getting longer. Yeah, like in Shenhe. Well, okay. Yeah, Shenhe. Wait, no, yeah. Shenhe, Risley. Right? Those characters haven't had a rerun in quite some time. Albedo. Who else? Klee. Yeah, there have been quite a few characters that haven't had a rerun in quite a long time now. And I get the feeling that we might Hoyo might introduce some big changes to the banner system soon-ish. I wouldn't say like in the next few patches, but probably within 2025. I don't know. I just have this feeling that they might introduce some kind of big change. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be something. No leaking future characters, bro. Character leak called Shenhe. New leaked element is called Cryo. Or it can freeze opponents with Hydro. Jeez. The memes are real. RJ, don't ban me for leaks. My bad, bro. No. I mean, I'm gonna have to ban you if you keep talking about these leaks about these future characters called Risley and Shenhe, and this new element called Cryo. You know, like, yeah. Try your best not to talk about these leaks anymore. I heard right from leaks. Shenhe is good with physical and Cryo teams. Supposedly, Cryo will release when Snezaya is released. You're getting the Abyss element? Oh, that would be nuts. That would be nuts. That has been speculated for quite a long time ago. That was speculated, right? That there would be an Abyss element someday and a Light element. Hey, what's up, Aoi? Nothing much, man. Just doing weeklies. Even my bro got here in the best time. In the best time? Why is it the best time? Did the Yelon rerun happen after the edition of Capturing Radiance? You know, I don't remember actually. I feel like that. No, I feel like that was before. Yeah, because no. That was way before. Yeah, because Capturing Radiance was only like quite recent. What the? What? How much did that hit? Alongside Milani. Yeah. And then, of course, the Yelon rerun was like quite a while before Natlan. You know, wouldn't it be funny if Hoyo added very specific voice lines to each character? You know, like we know that Farina is terrified of Arlecchino, right? So like, wouldn't it be funny like if we like when we have Farina on the team and we're fighting the Arlecchino weekly boss, and once we swap to Farina, like there's suddenly this like voice line. It just like, it doesn't, you know, affect anything in the game. You can still play the game and whatever, but this voice line, like Farina's voice line of her being terrified of Arlecchino, would suddenly just start playing. I feel like that should be a thing. Or like Tartaglia. Yeah, you swap to Tartaglia while doing the Narwhal weekly boss. They don't count 50-50 loss before capturing Radiance, right? No. Yeah, no. I'm sure they don't. Lenny, Zhongli, and Navillette will be back at 5.2 soon anyway for their rerun. I'm also excited for the Chasca and Ororon in action for 5.2. Yeah. So, okay, well, you all saw my thumbnail. Well, at least I hope you saw the thumbnail. I mean, it would, I would actually be flattered if you guys didn't even see the thumbnail and title. You could just say you just saw my name and you're like, oh, click. That'd be flattering. But at least I assume most of you saw the thumbnail. So yeah, we should talk about 5.2. So Linny, Chasca, flying girl. First character in the game that flies. Cool, pretty exciting. Linny rerun. Is that Linny's first rerun? Oh wait, no, that's Linny's second rerun. I remember I got Linny reran with I believe it was Yelan. Yeah, it was Yelan because I remember trying to get the first great magic and I got I got Aqua Simulacra instead. Oh, I did not proc Xilonen's skill. Well, this is a cringe run already. Oh god. Oh yikes. And the big deal for 5.2, I believe, is so yes, Chasca, cool. First time flying character, right? First flying character ever. But I think the big deal for 5.2 is the Navillette and Zhongli reruns. Zhongli probably isn't like it won't make players scream as it's not the it's sorry, what am I trying to say? Zhongli rerun isn't as exciting as it used to be, but a lot of players still like Zhongli, especially new players. Yeah. Pyro, Lenny is a pyro bow user, right? Yes, he is. First flying character, Chasca. Scaramouche in the background. Well, I mean, okay. Wait. You're right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, technically, that crown belongs to Wander. But then, okay. Then they showed us footage of Chasca flying around like really high for very long. Right? Whereas cool, and then I thought about it. I was like, wait, Wanderer can fly. Wanderer can't fly very high, right? And then I started to remember to really think about it, and I was like, oh, he can. If you start on a cliff and then you just keep going forward off the cliff, then technically you're very high. You're very high already. Your elevation is very high, but his time limit, for his stamina is like really short. So it's flight, but it's more like a paper plane kind of flight, whereas Chasca's is actually like a glider kind of flight. Is Lenny a good character? He's good. He's okay. I wouldn't call him great, but he has very strong, like, very bursty kind of DPS, right? Like, imagine his, hang on. Let me open up Paint. How do I, okay, where's OBS? Paint, there. So I kind of picture out Linny's DPS If you use him, you know, the most common way, right? The way most players use him in. His DPS is more like, okay, so we go from 0, and then all of a sudden to like your first 2 or 3 charged attacks, and then all of a sudden you burst, and you press E, and then you go back to your charged attacks. Yeah, that's sort of Linny's DPS. Hey, what's up, March 7th? How you doing, man? Any DPS actually has consistent as Ganyu, with occasional bursts. Yeah. But Linny's. I don't remember. Oops. Didn't get any particles for that. That's pressed a little too early. I don't remember if Linny's skill and burst AoE is, you know, if if it actually has AoE, or if it does have AoE. Like, I don't remember how big the AoE is. But of course his charged attacks are very single target. Whereas Ganyu clearly has the AoE advantage over Linny. But as for single target DPS, yeah, they're about as consistent as each other. Since when are you teaching, RJ? What do you mean? Wait, what? What do you mean teaching? Are you going Zhongli Shield or Nibilet Big DPS? Oh, I already have Zhongli. Yeah, it's actually not very hard to get 200k on Kinich. Of course, like, as long as you fully built him, you know, and by fully built, I'm not talking about, like, whale or, like, really, really good artifacts. Even just decent artifacts, right? Like, slightly above average artifacts. Yeah, like, it's, you know, as long as he's, like, fully built, you know, like, level 80 out of 90, level 9, skill, I believe, is his cannon shot based on. I forgot. But yeah, it's not very hard to get Linny to do, or sorry, what? Linny? Kinich to do good damage. Oh, no. Not that domain. I keep meeting toxic Kinich mains. What? Wait, how toxic? How can Kinich mains be toxic? Somehow all of them hate chlorine. What? I thought it released, did it? No, not yet, sure. Not yet, sure. 5.2 releases next week, Wednesday. I wish there was an option to turn off burst animation. It gets kind of confusing while fighting for me. You know? Yeah, like, I never really thought about it, but then like only recently did I realize that, especially especially because enemies have started hitting harder. It started in Fontaine, right? Like when we first got when the concept of local legends was introduced in Fontaine, we started getting enemies that hit pretty hard. And in Natlan, we have a bunch of just normal enemies that hit pretty hard. You know, right? Like these lava, rock balls, whatever, and the like dragonoid, the dragon technology-based robots in Natlan, right? They hit pretty hard. Even even just overworld versions of them hit pretty decently hard, and so I've actually had to pay a little more attention to. Oh, see, like right there, right before Natlan, I don't remember the last time I died. Any of my characters died in a domain, but in Natlan, this domain specifically, my Kazuha has died quite a few times already. Just because my rotation for this domain with this specific team just lines up perfectly when I swap to Kazuha and those guys like attack, right? And I noticed that burst animations, from 5-star characters, because 4 stars don't. Most 4 stars don't have a burst animation. They like burst animations. They keep me from seeing when enemies are attacking, so I don't know if I should be dodging right after my burst. What do you think Chasca artifacts are? Let me think. Six elemental energy. I mean, they're not introducing a new artifact set, or rather, artifact domain. So I imagine it's gonna be one of the 2 artifact sets in Natlan, because there's literally only 2 right now. I'm looking at this so that I could remember all the details of this, so that I could see. But I assume it's probably the other set, because this set is like very support-ish. But I imagine you could probably use this on Chasca too. Although type, party members gain 12 elemental damage. 15 seconds. Equipping characters, Night's Old Blessing State. Triggering this effect, all party members gain additional 28%. So, okay. Yeah. Alright. Instant 40% damage bonus. Regen. No. Yeah, no. Okay. I mean, because if you put this on Chasca, it'd be kind of a waste, right? Because the other set gives you 40 crit rate. And that 40 crit rate is like, it has to be the wearer. Wow, that's, what a circlet. 4-star. Right, so yeah, it's most likely gonna be this. I just came back to RD and nerding. You think this royal artifact would be okay? You mean for VV? Wait. So okay, in 5.2, some transformative reactions are getting a buff, right? Is Swirl? I don't remember. Is Swirl getting a buff too? I don't remember them mentioning Swirl. And not just like in the official announcement, but also in like all the dreams from before. Superconduct, Overload Shatter. Okay, so yeah, no swirl. No swirl. So swirl damage, cool. VV, cool. But then I guess 4 VV would be okay. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because I'm trying to think. Hang on. So 4 VV, animal damage bonus, swirl damage, and of course the res shred. So, okay, let's say, so according to their explanation of her kit, right? Let's say you fire off the different elements, right? Like you have animo, and then you fire off. Let's say let's say your team has 2 pyro characters and 1 hydro character in it. So your first few shots, like, at least this is what people are saying, right? They seem to have this idea, like, because from watching the footage, they seem to have come to this conclusion that the order in which the elements come out seem to be randomized. So at some point, you're either gonna get, let's say in the team that I mentioned, you have 2 pyro characters and 1 hydro character. At some point, you're gonna get either a forward vape or a reverse vape. Now, forward vape, it's very, depending on who your pyro character is, it's very likely that your pyro would not be there anymore. Especially if you don't have a fast pyro applier or somebody that applies really strong pyro. And the other way around, you would probably still have hydro by the end. And then your animo bullets come out, and that would swirl hydro. But that hydro is already weakened because you would have already reverse vaped it, right? So probably 1 or 2 swirls after that hydro is gone. Which means you're not really dealing, and you swirled, right? Which means you're proccing the res shred. Which means you won't be doing the hydro damage anymore. Or the hydro damage that you just shredded resistance of. I guess your next shot, your next few volleys, but I don't know. I feel like maybe if you have a mono team. Gotta go now. I gotta go for a bit. I'll be back soon. Happy I was able to come here. Hey, appreciate you coming by. Overpowered. Take care, man. See you later, maybe. So I imagine maybe if you have a mono team, right? Like if you have like Chasca and 3 of the same elements, like 3 of the same patch elements, like I don't know, mono hydro or mono cryo or mono pyro or electro and Chasca. Maybe I think that would be okay. Hey, what's up, Mr. J? How you doing, man? Yeah. Yeah, just like what Wrong Person said. I think Cinder City would just be like the easiest choice. The easiest choice for personal damage. Chasca personal damage, but Cinder City is a pretty good option too. In case you don't have anybody on Cinder City just yet. And the thing with Cinder City too is it only gives you the damage percent buff for the elements that you did reactions on. And on Chasca, she's very likely to be reacting with whatever elements are on your team. Doing a reaction with all those elements at some point, thereby buffing every one of those elements. So yeah, it's She'd be like sort of your on-fielder, but at the same time support because of Cinder City. Yeah. I always wanted a Nemo DPS that could fly. You know, I feel like Chasca should have been like that's what Venti should have been. I feel like that's what Venti should have been, man. He's the animal Archon for Pete's sake. He can't fly. Is Nubila C1 better or signature weapon? C1. Yeah, any day. C1. Alright, need to go? More homework at 12 a.m. Oh, dude. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Well, best of luck to you, man. Thanks for stopping by, Shore. Take care, man. Venti should have dropped hurricanes. I hope I get Ororon constellations. You know, I'm kind of like a little part of me is a little anxious about not getting Ororon constellations because I'm not gonna be wishing on the Chasca and Linny banners at all. And from what I remember, Ororon is gonna be on the Chasca / Linny banners. Because from what I remember of his kit, from their explanation of it, Ororon apparently is an off-field DPS, or at least part of his kit is an off-field DPS. And I'm kind of nervous that he might actually be good. Now, obviously, you know, we don't have official multipliers yet. I'm just a little anxious that they gave him good multipliers, like multipliers that are as good as Fischl's or Yaimiko's. Or you know, no, sorry, not as good as, but better than that. Because if his multipliers are only as good as Fischl's or Yaimiko's, then I'd rather just use Fischl or Yaimiko. Especially Fischl in Fischl's case, because not only does she do a lot of off-field DPS, she also generates a lot of particles. But what I'm anxious about is if they gave him better multipliers than Yaimiko and Fischl, then I'd have no choice but to completely skip him. Ororon's Emily but Taser. How are your commissions completed as soon as you joined the game? You didn't even condense the resin? Oh, I did. I already did, Ollie. Because, remember, I'm on the North America server, but I'm in the Philippines. Like, I'm physically located in the Philippines. So, the daily server reset on the North America server for me, in the Philippine time is 5 p.m. So 5 p.m., which was 7 hours and 48 minutes ago, where I already logged in to all my accounts to reset expeditions and to condense resin. Just so I don't cap out on resin before I started the stream. I just didn't claim the encounter points until, because I was saving it for the stream. RJ transcended Genshin Impact. He's John Hoyoverse. John. Wait. John Hoyoverse. Why John? Is that like supposed to be a nod to John Wick or something?
ライ
Anything with John means he's the best at it. My friend named himself John Monster Hunter. What?
私は下げず
I'm sorry, where did this rule come from? Does Johnny count as well? I have no idea. It just started somewhere. Oh, it's an internet thing. Wait, is this an internet thing? Man, I just wish they would change character switching from being server side to client side. Basically what that means is because currently as how Genshin works, however, like if you have high ping, character switching also takes a while, right? It's affected by your ping. Because it's server side, like every time you switch characters, it has to send that data that you switched characters to Hoyoverse, like to their servers before it happens. Which obviously is dependent on ping. But when I say, and that's server side, but client side means the program that's running on your computer, which means basically instant. Like no delay, has nothing to do with your ping. I just wish that they would make it client side instead of server side. Like, and if they really wanted to and I understand like it's probably a security measure, like it's to avoid cheating. It's to avoid cheating, it's to avoid people using cheat engines to be able to swap characters with no cooldown on it, or like I don't know, something like that. But if they really wanted to monitor that, just and make character switching better than it currently is, they could just make it so that the game occasionally sends packets of your character switch history over the last few minutes, like since the last time it sent data about your character switching. Right, they could just send history of it every few minutes, and that way it wouldn't have to affect it wouldn't have to and that way they could make character switching client side instead of server side. People like using the name Johnny as serial offers. Serial offers? What's a serial offer? I did notice from the 5.2 special program that we'll be getting a new Archon quest soon. But I guess it will be around 5.3 anyway. Okay, so about that. I didn't really pay full attention to the special program because I was working while I was watching it. Well, I wasn't really watching it because I was working, but like I was, getting a glimpse of it every now and then. And I was kind of confused. It seemed like so we were getting a quest in 5.2, but it wasn't an Archon quest? Or like it was an Archon quest, but they weren't giving us the 500 primos for doing an Archon quest? I don't know. Doesn't that feel like weekly watering your tree with Nivea? Well, maybe less watering and a little bit peeing. Yeah, you know, feels like my weekly session to pee on my plant. Every Monday, I remember to pee on my tree. Yesterday, I met a guy who was proud to cheat in Genshin. I was like, cheat in Genshin? It's a little reasonable to cheat in a PvP game, but cheating on a single player game is just stupid. Yeah. So what kind of... What would you even cheat on? What benefit would you be getting even by cheating in Genshin? So maybe cheating in the wishing system? Like if you could somehow... If you could somehow cheat that system, I think that's, that's a direct advantage over other people. Because like your Primogems would be worth a lot more than other people's Primogems, people who aren't cheating. But like the gameplay itself, like combat, that's just kind of sad, I gotta say. That's kind of sad. Like, you're so bad at Genshin that you have to cheat in order to actually fight enemies in the overworld or whatever. That laser hits real hard. Okay, I gotta say, your laser hits harder than mine. I've been wondering about Nibelhead charge stock. Does it lose HP or not? It does. It does. It loses a certain amount of HP per second. I don't remember if it's every second. I don't think it's every second. It's a specific like you lose a certain amount of HP at certain intervals as while your charged attack is going on. It's already Monday? Man, time's flying by so quickly. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm doing weeklies right now, so yes, it's Monday. Well, technically it's Tuesday where I am, because it's already past 12 o'clock. Bro is trying to normalize getting everything for free and skipping all quests. Okay. Alright. Now, I probably wouldn't be able to blame someone for using a cheat to skip dialogue. Yeah. Like, as in completely skip all dialogue. Okay. I wouldn't blame them for that. I can certainly see that as an advantage. Oops, no. I remember co-oping with a cheater. His child fired like a machine gun, and I literally saw him fire a beam of bright blue, which were all charged attack. What? I feel like that guy plays Minecraft on creative mode. No, I mean, like, okay, so playing in Minecraft in creative mode is obviously, it's okay, right? If you're, like, trying to make something big, and, like, that's your goal. But you're trying to play Minecraft, you know, like, base Minecraft, you're trying to, like, build a house, or, like, make a base, or, like, farm for diamonds, but then you're in creative mode? What's the need to cheat in Genshin? Most of the enemies died before I even started attacking with my DPS. Yeah. I ran the whole map. Everything around them gets claimed automatically. And there's wall box. So everything around them gets claimed. What do you mean? Oh, you mean chests? Oh, wall box. What's a wall back? Still ranking of 2024 release characters in December. But if you count Chasca, who'll be the top 3 for now? That would be so much easier if all characters in Genshin were DPSs. But it's so much more complicated than just making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Someone's coming to town. Oh, it's Mr. Crashing Streamer. Hello. Spitting facts. What's up, Pablo? Good to see you, man. Yeah. I'm probably one of the very few. You know, I've never actually seen any streamer ever experience, like, you know, just the stream abruptly ending because of, like, you know, their streaming software crashed, or like something crashed, or like a power outage, or their internet died, or whatever. Am I the only one? You rhymed that. That was a song. That was the Santa Claus song. Making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. That's a song, dude. It's a Christmas song. It's well, okay. It's not December yet, but it's almost December. So I feel like that was an appropriate joke to make there. That happened to Sevi before? Oh, really? Okay. I remember in 2014 I crashed with my... Okay. Alright. Crashed with my bicycle. I only watch you both for streamers, so I'm not sure. I remember LTT, like Linus Tech Tips. I remember this one WAN show from, I believe it was 3 weeks ago, I think. Their WAN show, like, suddenly, it just suddenly froze. I don't know what it was. Oh, wait, they did mention what it was. It was a power outage, but then, like, also kind of confusing because, like, they have backups of everything. Like, they have everything, internet, including internet, on, like, a giant UPS, including all their laptops, all their cameras, everything. So, I don't know, whatever happened then, like, somehow their backups failed, like, their UPS failed at that moment. And, like, if that was me, right, if that was, like, any other, like, small streamer, that the YouTube would have just decided, okay, stream's over. There would have been no way to continue the stream. But for them, like, it took them, like, quite a few minutes to get everything back, and somehow it just continued. You know that crashing in French means spitting? What? I guess I do crash every workout on in French, yeah. Alright, I believe it is an appropriate time to go review the special program.
Chasca will also be there.
I did play Crash Bandicoot when I was 4. You know, I think I got to play Crash Bandicoot once or twice with my friends on his PS1. Like, way back then. 2002, maybe? Somewhere around there. Like, early 2000s. And I had no idea what I was doing. I just needed to say he's French then. It won't fix the crash. Yeah. I mean, fancy doesn't mean it's not crashing. It's just, fancy is just fancy. But it'll be fancier? Yeah, I guess you're right. I could crash. I would be crashing, but at least I'll be fancy while doing it.
themselves. But
we're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were responsible for patrolling and defending all of Natlan.
So Ojcon's still managing to sow discord, even after all these years.
If you want to resolve a conflict through dialogue, sometimes you need a third-party facilitator. At this time and place, I'll bet the easiest person to find is...
His spirit has gotten lost and can't find its way back to his body.
I just want to rescue someone, and Granny won't let me.
"500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
I worry that we risk repeating the mistakes of the Cinder City.
As long as the soul is involved, I should be able to help.
Be free!
Take me up!
Time to say hello.
Knock him down.
It's either your end or mine! Before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
I certainly hope you guys didn't miss the codes. Because these are already expired. As it says right there, valid until 4 days ago.
version 5.2 special program. I'm Gabe from the Loke team.
And I'm Kai. We meet again.
I'm Gabe from the Loke team.
And I'm Kai. We meet again. Whoa, a Kukusaur. Want to join us?
Hey, don't be shy. Come out and say hello.
I'm not sure what that meant, but it was adorable.
She approves of your compliment.
Hey, I didn't know you could speak Saurian.
Oh, I can't. But I can make an educated guess based on her body language.
Whoa, are all Kukusaurs as friendly as this one?
Adult Kukusaurs are usually very proud
We
creatures,
met a
but there are
Kukusaur
always exceptions.
Well, since our Kukusaur friend kicked things off for us, I know just the place to start. The Flower Feather Clan.
All right, let's do it. Kukusaurs live among the Flower Feather Clan, which is suspended high above the mountains. This is a tribe of warriors,
we defeated
and most of their people can command the power of the skies. It was the Flower Feather Clan's ancient duty to patrol and safeguard the entire region of Natlan.
Helped heal up
As elite special
Kukusaur,
forces,
and then,
their
it
job was
started
to
flying
detect
away.
threats, disseminate intel, and quickly neutralize any dangers to the nation. Though the circumstances are different now, the tribe never forgot its origins. They still
Watching a
hold
special
trials
program
to
today?
assemble the
I already
fastest
watched
teams
it.
in the tribe. The trials test a pilot's
That's pretty
skill
cool.
and
Look at
teamwork with the Kukusaurs.
Oh, I'm so pumped about these Kukusaurs.
Yeah, Kukusaurs are the proudest out of all the Saurians. They know that they're the kings of the sky. Kukusaurs can consume phlogiston to climb higher or perform a horizontal roll in midair. Holding the sprint button allows them to enter an accelerated glide state after a horizontal roll. In addition, they can even use phlogiston wind tunnels to quickly cover great distances.
Okay, so I'm assuming that Kukusaurs are really hard to tame.
Yeah, that's true. You need to prove yourself in some worthwhile feat, like demonstrating exceptional archery skill during flight. That's the only way to become a true Kukusaur rider.
Wow, that's so strict.
Yeah, tell me about it. But okay, now that we've got a glimpse of the Flower Feather Clan, it's time for a quiz.
What? Already?
Yep, I hope you're prepared. Every tribe in that land has a unique way, but don't.
You know, I think Chasca using an attack goblet is a good thing. Right? Because, like, wouldn't that make it a lot easier to farm for Chasca? Because she uses an attack goblet? It's another very indirect buff. No. Wait, buff? Nerfed? I don't know. Depending on your perspective. But it's another indirect way that they're improving the artifact RNG system. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that they're making characters that, actually don't want a damage percent goblet.
Their clan's expert peacemaker can help mediate the conflict.
Knitch mentioned that her method of mediation is silencing both parties. Is that true?
Well, that's intervene. Everyone knows what she's capable of.
So she doesn't just handle conflicts between humans and saurians. She keeps the peace between people, too.
Exactly. Chasca was corrupted by abyssal power as a child, so she has a strong compulsion to fight, but she knows how to rein it in.
Right. I heard that she was abandoned as a baby. It seems like she's been through a lot.
Yeah, but luckily for her, the Cuckoosaurs took her in and raised her as one of their...
The Cuckoosaurs took her in and raised her as Tarzan? What? So she's like Tarzan. You know? She's like Tarzan. Well, Tarzan wasn't abandoned. His parents died. But then, like, the gorillas took him in and raised him as one of their own. Man, okay, my brain started flying in circles all of a sudden, trying to come up with a story for Chasca, like a Tarzan-esque kind of story, you know, like someday Chasca meets other humans, and then he starts to doubt himself. He starts to doubt his mom. Mom, why am I different? Why am I the only one that's different? They really went off the deep end here. Yeah, I mean, like, on Friday, like last week, while I was watching this, I wasn't paying full attention to it because I was doing other stuff, work and stuff. But I remember hearing her Cuckoosaur mother. I was like, what? Is she half Cuckoosaur? Jet bike.
Their own. In addition to hunting and flying, Chasca gained a lot of unique combat experience from her Saurian childhood. When Chasca is in your party, defeating monsters will restore phlogiston to your party. While she's in the Night Soul's blessing state, Chasca can ride and control her gun like a Cuckoosaur. The Soul Sniper doesn't just increase her movement speed and resistance to interruption, it also allows her to get a better angle on her enemies.
Wow, that mid-air...
So, okay. Her flying thing is basically Milani and Kinich and Xilonen. Suck it, scared dude. Oh, I mean, okay. Technically, Wanderer still holds the title for first flying character. I mean, an argument can be made, you know, whether it's actually flying or not. Like, I mean, you know, I'd still take the side of, like, you know, what Scaramouche does is actually flying. It's real flying. But, like, is it useful flying? Kinda. Not really. first is not always best. Yeah, all right, right. Yeah, I mean, like, at least he has that gold sticker, you know? He has that gold sticker of, like, first flying character. I mean, like, here's the thing. Russia was first to put a man in space. Was it good? The guy probably died. Like, he probably died, you know, coming back down to Earth. Or, like, in a few weeks after that, like, from radiation poisoning or something. Right? So, like, yeah, first is not always best. But, you know, first is first. You said Russia. Yeah. Russia first was first to put a man in space. Not on the moon, but space. Are they really taking it back to grade school with the grade school level with stickers? First means nothing at this point. Yeah, you're right, because like first it is in Genshin, first has very often been sort of just a trial run for a new mechanic. You're telling me USA lied to me when they said they were first on the moon? Dude, you're not listening. I said Russia was the first to put a man in space. In space and on the moon are very different things. Gagarin very much did survive his mission. Yes, he did, you know, come back down to Earth, right? But then, like, it's Russia, right? You're gonna believe everything they said? I mean, like, I'm sure he survived, but then, like, for how long? Right? Like, did he actually live out his whole life? Like, did he just die of natural causes at, like, old age? Because I don't know. I feel like he died in a plane crash. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I mean, like, we won't know if he had any sort of radiation poisoning from being out in space, you know? But hey, maybe not. Also, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned more than once already on stream that I wasn't exactly the best kind of student. And also, like, any sort of world history is not taught, well, was not taught in school. Well, here in the Philippines. Hey, what's up, Nash? How you doing, man? Yuri Gagarin. Yep. Yeah. Yuri. Isn't Yuri is yours brother, right? Younger brother. You're from Spy Family. Is also called Yuri, right? What a bad student, Mr. Streamer. Oh, hey, what's up, Fahad? Yo, long time no see, man. Or, you know, are you a different Fahad?
Her perspective is so cool. It seems so liberating.
Yeah, and Chasca's fierce when she's in the zone. In the Night Soul's Blessing state, Chasca's normal attacks deal animo damage to enemies in front of her. Unleashing a charged attack in this state will cause Chasca...
That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool.
Attack in this state will cause Chasca to enter a special aiming mode. This allows her to lock onto a set number of enemies within range and fire up to 6 Shadow Hunt shells, which deal animo damage upon impact. In addition, for every Pyro, Hydro, Cryo, or Electro character in your party.
So, however long it takes seems to be about as long as a normal charged attack. I'm the same, Fahad. Hey, long time no see, man. How have you been? But now it's achieved. USSR won the space race purely on aesthetics. Cosmonaut. What? Was-to-not? What's a was-to-not? Suck it, Yanks. Oh, astronaut. Okay, okay. Now you have 3 different elemental guns. There's C1. There's decreases too. Oh, well, okay. That's, you know. That's not official information. That's a rumor I just read. It's a typo, dummy. Yeah, right. I figured. Read now, cryo sniper. Oh my god. Wait, we already have a sniper to some degree in Genshin, right? Well, that was Chevrolet. Well, kinda. Like, it was just a pretend sniper. But we didn't really need to snipe anything. We just needed to hold E. Yeah, and RJ, what did all? I don't know. I don't think. Well, okay, I do know. Well, kinda, but like, I don't think it was anything, you know, anything worth troubling anyone for. Cryo sniper isn't Ganyu. Well, kinda, but then Ganyu is like super, like very AOE, so you don't really need to snipe anything. Like, even if you miss, you still won't miss. Well, at least not totally. What do you mean? Yella is excellent at sniping foul. One might say she's foul. God. Foul, mommy. I just have C6 on you. Yeah. Well, on one account, yeah.
One of Chasca's Shadowhunt shells will undergo an elemental conversion to deal the corresponding type of elemental damage.
Whoa, no way! So Chasca can directly deal other types of elemental damage based on... So Chasca... Whoa, no...
Elemental damage.
Whoa...
Okay, I can't tell which hits are happening first.
Damage.
Whoa.
Okay. That seemed really random. At least I mean, I'm talking about the order of like oh no. The order of like which hits happened first and next, like kind of like all at once. Yeah, almost. Well, almost all at once. Cause like, look.
Mental damage.
Whoa, no.
Look, Animo. Okay, there was Pyro and then Electro there.
So, whoa, no.
Okay, there's Electro, and then I saw Pyro. Okay, I don't know.
So Chasca can directly deal other types of elements.
And okay, so look at the targeting too. So is the targeting like just auto target?
And since she's
because it's okay, there's an AOE to it, right? but the hit doesn't seem to be AoE. Like, look at this. So, Animo is hitting this guy. Electro and Pyro is hitting that guy. It's a big what she's riding? Excuse me? Hey, hello, Maisa. Haven't seen you here in a while, man. How you been?
At the same time. That's awesome.
Yeah, I know, right? Her elemental burst has a similar function too.
Okay, I heard someone say that her Chasca's burst was basically Milani's burst, but with a rocket instead of a shark. Been busy with nothing. Okay. How are you doing? I'm good, man. I'm good. Actually, you know, I'm pretty happy today. I finally decided to buy myself a new phone case. So, y'all know that, like, about my $100 phone that I didn't really pay for, right? So, okay. All right. You know, I haven't told anyone, like any of you guys, this story yet. So, for the last maybe year, like one whole year, my phone cases, the phone case that I was using, like that I've been using for, that I had been using for, I think 3+ years. It was the kind of case it was one of those like soft plastic kind of cases where like it feels like rubber, like it's a little stretchy but not really stretchy. It's just enough so that you could put your phone in, but it's basically soft plastic. And that kind of material on a phone case it's the kind of material that after 2+ years it starts to like break apart and crumble. And you know, so it did, right? It started happening to that phone case about a year ago. So, but what ended up happening was it didn't happen all in one go. It just started to give me to show up, like, just, you know, like very gradually. It happened very gradually. One small crack over here, one small crack over there. So what I ended up doing, what I've been doing for the past like 1+ years, like more than 1 year, is every time I see a new crack or like some tiny piece of it gets, you know, breaks off, I just put I put it back on with some adhesive tape. And oh man, okay, I kid you not. Now I didn't throw the case away. And after a year of doing that over and over and over again, now, like, I would say 85%, between 85 and 90%. I'm not exaggerating. It's like about 85 or 90% of the phone case's surface, like the outside surface, not the inside, obviously, of the outside surface is covered with tape. With packaging tape, like transparent packaging tape, but you know, not the yellow one, but yeah, a good 85 to 90% of the surface of the outside surface of my old phone case was covered with tape. Take a picture of both the cases and show us. It's okay. The lights are off now, so I can't take a picture of it anymore. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Maybe I could do it. I would have to turn on the flash, though. Okay, wait. Oh, no. I don't think... Okay. All right, here's the thing, though. I don't think the flash works on my camera app. So... Okay. Hang on. Oh, where is it? I can't see it. I can't see it. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay, so because the thing is, so what I do on an Android phone, every time I get an Android phone and I'm not happy with with the image quality of its default camera app, is I always end up installing I always look up an APK of Gcam. So Gcam is basically some random person's port. Okay, so Flash doesn't work on this camera app. I'm gonna have to use a different camera app. So some random person's port of of a Google Pixel's camera app. You know, with like HDR plus and stuff. And I always end up like trying to look for an APK of that. And that's also what I did with this phone. But because it's just a port, it doesn't work perfectly. Like not all functions, not all features work. Okay, so here's I'm gonna have to use the default camera app. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the... Alright, you know what? This is too troublesome. I'm having a really hard time framing the shot because, like, I can't see it. Oh, apparently I can just do that. Cool. Alright, I'm having so much trouble framing the shot. Because, like, my screen, or whatever is in my viewfinder, is just pitch black right now. Hang on, and... Okay. I'm gonna try and take a picture of the buttons on the side too. Because, like, it is funny. Like, what the buttons look like. They are breaking apart. Like, literally breaking apart. And, alright. Oops. The bottom is the funniest part. Okay, I'm gonna take 3 pictures of it. So the bottom, I think, in my opinion, is the funniest looking. So I'm gonna take a picture of that. Overall, like the whole thing, I'm gonna take a picture of the whole thing. The volume buttons and the bottom. Okay, here we go. Sorry, that took a while. It's a really cheap phone, and it's an old-ish, not very old, but like it's sort of old. How do we ping people on YouTube? You mean like on what's it called? In YouTube chat, like on a live stream? I believe you just use @. Okay, so let me open it up in Google Photos first. Hang on. Hang on. Where? Oh, cool. I got it. Peace. Okay, here it is. Oh, my busted phone case. Alright, no way, bro. Okay, and the reason why I finally decided to just buy a new phone case was because of this thing. Because, like, this, just the like between like this tiny piece right here, I just couldn't, because it's so small. I couldn't accurately cut a piece of tape that small. Like for me to put it on there to keep it from falling apart. Can I take a screenshot for people on the server? Sure thing, man. Are you that broke you can't afford a phone case? No, this is comedy material. It's not about being broke. Like, okay, think about it. The amount of time I've spent just putting tape on this thing. Like, look at this, right? Like, if you'll notice, I cut it curved. Like, almost all the pieces of tape. I like, look, see? This one's also curved, right? That takes time, especially for someone like me. Someone like me who isn't, like, very handy. I'm not very handy. I'm not very artsy, right? Like, very weak coordination. What the? All right, here's the funniest bit. This is the bottom. This is the bottom, and I think this is the funniest part. So the amount of time that I spent on like putting tape on this and then cutting it, well, accurately, with a question mark. It's I know it's not accurate. Probably worth way more than how much a new phone case would have been. The bottom is even worse. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and I'm gonna put this in Paint so that I could draw on it, because I want to show you guys something. Hang on. There is Paint. There you go. Okay. So why I just put up, okay, it's not even, by the way, it's not a single piece of tape. So at first it wasn't so broken that I really only needed like a small piece of tape, right? Like just a piece of tape to go from here to cover from here to here. Right? I just, right? And that was it. And then what I ended up doing was like, so to obviously the speaker hole, obviously the charging port hole, and I don't know what this was. I don't know. There's a hole there at the bottom of my phone. I imagine that's the microphone. This strongly reminds me of some, oh my god. Mr. J. I don't even want to know where this story is coming from, man. It's almost like a labor of love. Because if he had no phone, he has no case to care of. Instead of the phone case keeping the phone safe, it's the opposite now. Oh, actually, Maisa, you're absolutely right. Every time I took the phone case off, like if I had to put it in a bag somewhere, or like if I had to put it in my pocket while the phone wasn't in it, like that, it would actually cause damage to the phone case. Okay, so if you'll notice, I didn't cut a hole for the headphone jack. And that's on purpose. So I didn't cut a hole for the headphone jack because cutting a hole here would mean that this piece of tape would be really thin, right? Which means like it wouldn't stick very well, and it wouldn't, it might just break apart here, right? And like, right, at least this part's a little bit thicker than this, right? And so I didn't cut a hole for the headphone jack. I used to, but the last few times I put tape on this, I didn't cut a hole anymore for the headphone jack because this part's too thin. So a few weeks ago, I went to my grandma's, and it's a bit of a trip. It's a bit of a trip. Not a super long trip, but a bit of a trip. I have to get on. It's a 4-way trip. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it. It's a 4-way trip. I gotta get on a tricycle. Gotta get on one bus, a second bus, and another tricycle to get there. So, and I wanted some entertainment. And seeing as I'm going to be commuting, right, on a loud, noisy bus, I wanted to bring my earphones. So, and I couldn't because I didn't cut a hole in it. So, the whole time, I had to take the phone case off and put it in my bag. And by the time that I got to my grandma's, like, there was a bit of damage. There was a bit of damage. So, okay. This is not the first piece of tape I put on it. I'm sure you guys can see there are multiple layers to it. The last time I put tape over it was 3 months ago. And I got tired of putting one piece of tape for one bit of damage. So what I ended up doing 3 months ago, I just put like one giant piece of tape. And it's sort of like, so this was the phone, and what I did was, this was the piece of tape, like this. Oh, no, that's too big. The piece of tape was like this. And then I then cut the corners. So I would stick it to the back. I would stick it to the back. I cut the corners. And then I would fold this in over the side, and this side too. And then I would fold this part over the bottom. Imagine a random guy joining the stream, seeing this as soon as they joined. They would be so confused, like, what am I looking at? Okay, right, and then I fold this over the bottom, and then I take a box cutter and cut the holes for the speaker hole, the charging hole, and what I assume is the microphone hole. I am a random guy. Hey, what the heck? What's up, Sino? Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just doing my thing, just streaming. Are 3 ruined holes? That's where it's coming from. Oh my god. Welcome to the poverty stream. Okay, right. Anyway, so why is such a big piece of tape? All right. So back then, when the case wasn't as broken up as it is now, so at some point it developed a crack over here on the corner. Hang on, where's do I have a better picture of this? Oh, okay. At some point, it developed a crack over here. Oh, there it is. You can see the corner here. You can see you can see the corner here, right? So like there is so much tape on this end, especially here and here. So at some point, it developed a crack here, and at some point, the other corner too. So I ended up so at first, I didn't put like one big piece of tape over the bottom. I just cut like a tiny piece of tape, and I shaped it specifically for the corner, And so, okay, the tape was okay, piece of tape, right? And because it's a rounded edge like this. So what I had to do was I had to cut the tape here, here, and here, and on the other side. So this part right here would stick to the very corner. And then this end right here, this piece right here, I would end up taping it like this, and then this one right here would go like this, and then like this. No. Like this, like that, like this, and like that. And then it would all like meld really seamlessly to the corner. And then like same thing for here. And I did that to both corners at some point, but because the and as you know, as time went on, the case started to break apart a little bit more and more. Started to break apart a little bit more and more, and so the tape started to come off because the case itself, the thing that it was sticking to, was starting to break apart. So it didn't really have anything else to hold on to. So at some point, I just ended up taking it off, and then I ended up putting like 3 layers of the big piece of tape that I talked about earlier. 3 layers for added structural support. Just, you know, more material just meant stronger material. Do you also put tape on your screen protectors? No. Oh, actually, I ran without a screen protector for the last 3 years. Yeah, the last 3 years I ran without a screen protector. I want it to turn orange. Just try Maisa. Try typing at, and then just MR. You know, like just type the first few letters, and then see if like a pop-up comes up where you can select someone's name. It works with Addy. Oh. But not anyone else? Oh, that's weird. Oh yeah, that's right. So the reason why I cut corners, like I cut corners and I round off the corners, is what I've noticed is if the corners are just straight like a 90-degree corner, they seem to, I've noticed that they come off a lot more easily. Like they just come off on their own compared to if I rounded off the corners. Random useless piece of experience / wisdom that I'll probably never ever have to use again. What are we even watching?
Alright, her elemental burst has a similar function too. Chasca fires a gale-splitting Soul Seeker shell during her burst, which deals animo damage. The attack then splits into 6 Soul Seeker shells, which continue to attack nearby enemies. These shells can also undergo elemental conversions.
That's so cool.
So, okay. According to that, it sounds like Chasca's burst is basically like a slightly stronger version of her charged attack. Classic RJ stream. Going off on a tangent. Yeah. I think it was Maisa that got me on this tangent because she asked me how I was, and I said I was alright. And then it reminded me of the good thing, like the cool thing that happened to me today is like buying my new phone case. And also, I bought a screen protector. Phone looks pretty cool, actually. I like the phone case. It's like literally just black. Everything black. It's one piece of material. There's no like adhesive or anything anywhere. It's just, yeah, like one piece of rubber. And it's just black, everything. And I love it. Like, it's just so simple, and it's a phone. It's a phone. I don't care what it looks like. I can use it. It's safe. Screen protector. Yeah, finally. Still haven't seen the new one. Oh, I don't know how I would take a picture of it. Okay, I guess I could take it off. Yeah, I guess I'll take it off. All right, I'll take a picture of the new one too. Why is the flash off? I turned it on. Okay. Okay, there it is. We're uploading. All right, here is the new one. Wait. There. Wait, sussy angle. Oh, yikes. I did not notice that. Yes, take it off. Woo! Oh my god. You just had to make it weird, huh? Yeah, it's just a plain, no nonsense black phone case. That's it. It's a nice case. It is actually. I like it. I like it. Like it is so minimal, but it also like from the front it looks expensive. From the front it looks expensive. It looks pretty cool. Still trying to figure out what type of phone it is. That is. Do you want to guess or do you want me to tell you? I went for a moment, came back to phone cases. Oh, mighty. Mighty. Okay, phone cases, right? Right? Okay, so Maisa asked me earlier, what was up? How was my day? It reminded me that I bought a new phone case today. And, you know, surprise, surprise, here's the new phone case that I bought. Okay. If you don't mind going back a little bit in the stream, not now, but a little bit later. Just go back because like I had a story. I had another story to go with it as well. If you don't mind going back to the stream a little bit. Anyway, before you go back to the stream to to find out what that story was, feast your eyes on my old phone case. Ta-da! That's my old phone case. And if you're wondering what all those bits and stuff are, like, yeah, you're right. It's, whatever you guess is probably right. It's tape. It's adhesive tape. My old super busted, super busted up phone case. Oh god. I didn't want to buy a new phone case. So I kept trying to fix my old one. And the final nail in the coffin was really this, cuz like it was too small for me to make a small enough for me to make an accurate enough to cut out an accurate enough piece of tape to like fully keep it in place. So the volume buttons weren't falling out just yet. Like if the phone case was just on the phone, but I could see it falling out and like me losing it in the next few weeks if I hadn't bought a new one. RJ, can you give your old phone case away as a prize for the largest dono? I mean, like, depending on where they are, and if however much they donate is like, if it's more than how much shipping would be, I could do that. I pray that the phone case receives salvation in the afterlife. As someone who has only a phone, I take really good care. So this kind of scares me. Imagine playing on it. It would smell so bad. Smell? Wait, what? No, I mean like it's plastic, so there's no smell. Also, yeah, here's the best part, Mighty. It's the bottom. I said you could, not could you. No. I was like answering that question with the mindset of like if I would. Yeah, like like typical like trying to problem solve. Adhesive tape is odorless. Yeah. I don't think I ever remember. I don't think. No, I don't remember ever seeing any tape that has a smell. Yeah, so it's odorless. When you play on a phone for too long, it will get sweaty. So yeah, it would smell. I don't remember having that experience. But maybe, okay. I haven't gamed on a phone for a long time now. Last time I gamed on a phone was probably 2017? No, 2021. Yeah? Yeah, no. Yeah. 2021. And even then, like it was like only 20 minutes at a time. Before that was 2014. No, 2015. Yeah, 2014, 2015. I gamed on the phone for like hours at a time, and I don't remember ever having this sweat issue. Yeah. But then again, I was like way younger back then. So that was like 9-10 years ago. Wash your hands. It's like when you play on console for too long, your controller will be fussing with it. Oh, okay. I do remember like, a controller on console. Like I do remember my hands getting sweaty. And like getting sweaty while playing console. Like when I was a kid, when I had my like PS1, as well as like those old DVD like DVCD video games from back then. But mobile, I've never really had that problem. Sounds like fat hands. You don't actually need to be fat to have sweaty hands. I remember I have negative fat. Jeez. The universe owes you fat. The universe owes you fat. Like the universe took out a loan, took out a fat loan from you, and now they owe you. The universe owes you. Hence why you have negative fat. So yeah, I remember having a classmate and when I was in college, like he was one of the skinniest people in the whole class, but oh my god, like his hands were just sweating all the time. He wasn't even doing anything. He was just in class, but he would just always have his towel out because he had to wipe his hands all the time because they were always sweating.
No wonder she's one of the strongest warriors in her tribe.
Speaking of her tribe, the warriors from the Flower Feather clan are formidable for sure, but we should also shed some light on those who aren't as skilled.
Oh, are you talking about the wingless? That's what the tribe calls people who fail the flight trials, right? They're the challengers who fail to earn the recognition of a Kukusaur.
Exactly. But the name doesn't indicate that those people are weak or deserve to be cast aside. The Flower Feather clan has its own definition of strength. There's a tacit understanding that the wingless are supposed to be protected until they can follow. You could check whether that's the right path.
Is there
mentioned that Chasca was raised by Kukusaurs?
Yeah.
Remember how I mentioned that Chasca was raised by Kukusaurs?
Yeah, tell us about it.
Her Saurian mother will make an appearance in this quest. Even though she's joined human society, Chasca still goes to visit her Saurian mother on occasion.
She's Tarzan.
Especially when she needs...
My hands sweat a lot, even though my hands' bones are visible. Jeez.
Some help with a tough situation.
Oh, so Chasca still has the soft side, even though she's a fearsome warrior.
Definitely. The Flower Feather clan is also the setting for the Archon quest Chapter 5 interlude. All fires fuel the flame. The tribe is facing a crisis, and they'll need the traveler's help to find a solution.
What kind of crisis?
Well, the Flowerfeather clan suffered the worst of the abyssal contamination during the battle in version 5.1. It's not just the human body that can't withstand high concentrations of abyssal power. For most people, it also damages the mind. Many members of the Flowerfeather clan are suffering from the mental repercussions of the abyss, and the tribe is in desperate need of aid. Iansan will be there too. After rebuilding her own tribe, the Collective of Plenty, she's traveling around Natland to help those in need.
The people of Natland really value unity, don't they? No one fights alone.
Right.
That's one of my favorite things about Natland. Oh, wait. It looks like the captain will also be there.
Yes, the captain will also offer help to the tribe. You may pick up on some interesting information if you pay close attention to what he has to say. The captain rarely gives away too much information in his regular interactions, but his secrecy here seems a little peculiar, so keep an eye out. But, of course, restoring Natland's fighting spirit remains the top priority. After all, the war isn't over yet. The abyssal contamination is still around, and we have a very important battle ahead. Natland needs mental fortitude more than ever before.
The Flowerfeather clan is pretty close to the Masters of the Nightwind, where the Ictomosaurs live. That tribe could be another good place to recover from the battle.
Oh yeah, let's check it out.
If you head west from the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and go past the towering walls, you eventually arrive at the settlement of the mysterious Masters of the Nightwind. The tribal settlement offers a unique glowing landscape at night. If you venture even further, then you might encounter the tribe's one Ictomosaur elder.
That looks like that boss from what's it called? The new part of Liwa? What was it called? I keep forgetting the name of that place. Chenyu Vale. Chenyu Vale. The solitary Swanee. It looks a little bit like the solitary Swanee.
One Ictomosaur elder or one of the many shamans who can communicate with spirits. I even heard that the witch doctors who live there can help cleanse your spirit. Plus, the graffiti art is really incredible. In fact, there's something special about this one. Can you figure it out, travelers? It's kind of tricky, right? Well, don't worry. The Ictomosaurs can help us out. Ictomosaurs are known for their wisdom. They can use their unique sight to detect things that can't be seen through normal means.
Whoa, okay.
Right.
They look so weird when they walk.
Okay.
Right. Ictomosaurs are especially skilled at detecting ley lines and phlogiston. They can absorb power from phlogiston objects to enhance their abilities. Doing so allows them to jump higher, move faster, or even obtain surprising rewards. Ictomosaurs can also extract information from graffiti art to create special objects.
Oh, I bet that'll come in handy for solving puzzles.
Definitely, especially in Tribal Chronicles Mictlan, which will become available in version 5.2. The first two acts feature a lot of intriguing puzzles, so be sure to check them out, travelers. Some of them will require the help of an Ictomosaur, and others can be solved on your own.
I noticed that Ictomosaurs can perform fast-paced jumps when they have enough phlogiston, and it looks like so much fun. Do we know anyone who can use that ability? Besides the new Saurian, I mean.
Yes, Ororon can do it too. Like the Ictomosaurs, Ororon has the ability to rise into the air. He also has a keen sense of perception. While charging an aim shot, Ororon will enter the spirit speaker state, allowing him to extract power from Natland's graffiti and runes.
Speaking of Ororon, I was honestly super surprised by his personality. Before the 5.1 Archon quest, I thought that he looked like a stern, stoic, and harsh type of character, but as it turns out, he's just a sweet kid.
Yeah, it's kind of unexpected, right? Is he really that sweet though? Just to think about all the sneaking around behind his granny's back.
In the fighting event, there were enemies just like the new boss. Enemies just like the new boss. New boss. Sorry, what? Are you when you say new boss? Are you talking about the new boss coming in 5.2?
True.
The tribespeople of the Masters of the Nightwind are known for being eccentric, but Ororon really takes it to the next level.
Yeah, it sounds like he does things his own way. I wonder if that extends to his combat abilities.
It does. Ororon is a bit different from the Natland characters we've met so far.
Going to check RJ's story quest. Story quest. What is this? Oh god. Yeah. If you want to check it out, like there was it wasn't really like much of a story. It was more like details about like how, or a little bit of history. You know, like a little bit of the phone case, my old phone case's history is what it was really. The new one in 5.2. So from what I remember, I caught a couple of glimpses of the special program in 5.2. Because I was busy at the time, so I couldn't pay full attention to the whole thing. So I remember the new boss that was coming in 5.2. Like could like it was some kind of shapeshifter. It could change shape and it could look like other world bosses.
He doesn't need to depend on the Night's
Oh, hey,
blessing
what's
state
up,
to
So
gain Night's
Spirit?
points, and he can
Good to
maintain
see
the
you,
Night's
man.
blessing state even while he's off field.
That does sound different from the other Natland characters. So how do his abilities work?
Let me start by explaining how Ororon gains Night Soul points. This can happen in multiple ways. For example, Ororon can gain Night Soul points when one of his party members triggers a Night Soul burst. He can also gain them when other party members deal Hydro or Electro attacks to enemies after Ororon unleashes his elemental skill.
Oh, then it sounds like he works well with Hydro and Electro characters.
Yup, or Electro attacks to enemies. He can also gain them when other party members deal Hydro or Electro attacks to enemies after gain Night Soul points when one of his party members triggers a Night Soul burst. He can also gain them when other party members deal Hydro or Electro attacks to enemies after Ororon unleashes his elemental skill.
Oh, then it sounds like he works well with Hydro and Electro characters.
Yup, and in combat, when enemies take damage from Electro charged reactions or other party members deal Night Soul aligned damage, Ororon can consume Night Soul points to enter the Night Soul's blessing state and trigger the Hypersense effect, dealing Electro damage.
Oh, I see. So you need to pair him with the right characters if you want him to gain Night Soul points, enter the Night Soul's blessing state, and trigger the effect.
Exactly. Though I should mention the Hypersense effect,
Sorry, what?
dealing Electro damage.
Oh, I see. So you need to pair him with the right characters if you want him to gain Night Soul points, enter the Night Soul's blessing state, and trigger the effect.
Exactly. Though I should mention that Ororon doesn't need to be on the field to trigger the Hypersense effect.
Wait, he can trigger it even while he's off field? That
What is
sounds
this
really
hypersense
useful.
effect?
Totally. His elemental burst provides a convenient way to deal damage and support your party. Ororon performs an ancient ritual with his burst to summon a supersonic Oculus, which taunts nearby enemies to draw them in. Once they're up close, the Oculus releases a sound wave to deal damage.
That should be great for crowd control.
Yes, with Ororon in your party, dealing with large groups of enemies should be a lot easier. And speaking of making things easier, Ororon can also improve the exploration experience by boosting the gliding speed of your characters.
Awesome.
Ororon really cherishes his friends. With a little teamwork on his side, I'm sure victory will always be within reach.
Cool. So we introduced two of the upcoming regions in this update, the Flower Feather Clan and the Masters of the Nightwind. But there's more. Version 5.2 actually introduces another new region. It's called Ochkanatlan.
Oh, I think we caught a glimpse of this ancient
In the
city when we were
event,
looking
it
at the Flower Feather Clan.
shapeshifted into
Really
a
beautiful
rune
from far
guard.
away, but those clouds look kind of ominous.
Oh, okay. I
It
think
looks
you're talking
completely
about the
abandoned. Is it dangerous?
Yes. This
So
is
I
a
don't- it
restricted
wasn't- I
area
don't
in
think
that
it was
land due to
the,
its severe abyssal contamination.
like the world
and
boss,
it
like the
seems
new
uninhabited.
5.2 boss.
Over the
but it
years,
was
many
certainly a very
adventurers
similar
have come here in
mechanic to
search
the
of
what the new
treasure or
5.2
to
world
slay the
boss
dragon.
does.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
none
there
of them
there
have
were a
ever
bunch of
returned.
the like the
Flower
mimic
Feather
looking
Clan
things, like
often
the
sends
yeah, there were a bunch of the mimic looking things in like all throughout Natlan, like from 5.0 and in 5.1, like especially during the Archon quest, there were a bunch of like the mimic looking things. Where they would just, you know, it would just be like a ruin guard or whatever, but then like it was blue, and then like it had some kind of shield on, and then like once you broke that shield, it turned into something that looked like an egg. But yeah, it's I wouldn't say like they were the 5.2 boss, but they had the same mechanic as the 5.2 world boss. I heard the kangaroo escaped Discord and needed to get it back to its place. Kangaroo?
Look,
Oh, what's that?
this is a very important companion who will help us explore Ochkanatlan. His name is Kokoweek. As for his power, well, why don't you take a guess?
Okay, is he our moral support? You know, maybe he could make a cute noise every now and then to cheer us up.
Hey, let's not put our Tapetless friend out of a job. Little one works really hard.
Okay, then I've got nothing.
Remember how I mentioned that Ochkanatlan is heavily corroded by the Abyss? Well, that's where Kokoweek comes in. We can use his power to clear abyssal contamination. Follow the direction indicated by his light to collect secret source scraps and enhance his power. Once Kokoweek has enough power, you can take him to track down the evil dragon.
What a useful little guy.
I know, right? Now, travelers can explore Ochkanatlan with two companions, Kokoweek and Little One. In fact, I've heard there's even a special token around here that can enable Little One to traverse a volcano. A new adventure with Little One awaits in version 5.2. This update will bring us one step closer to uncovering the mysteries of Little One's past. Familiar Saurian companions can also help us explore Ochkanatlan. For example, with the help of a Koholosaur, we can evade source mechanism attacks. With the help of an Ikitomisaur, we can solve certain puzzles. With the help of a Kukusaur, we might even be able to chase down the evil dragon. But we'll leave the rest for you to discover, travelers.
Wait, are those some kind of lava fish? Does this mean we can fish in that land?
Yes, but I've got some friendly advice, travelers. You should be very careful while exploring Ochkanatlan. Some of the abyssal monsters here can distort their appearance to mimic powerful enemies. High-level monsters such as the Tenebrous Pakia can mimic even stronger enemies.
Huh? It looks like these monsters take the form of plants outside of combat.
Yep, that's true. The Abyss has corroded Natlan's ley lines, allowing these monsters to read the memories inside of them and mimic creatures from Teyvat.
How do we defeat them?
Travelers will need to use elemental attacks to break the enemy's protective void wards. Doing so allows them to take damage and causes them to enter a brief state of confusion. Night Soul aligned elemental attacks are especially effective against these wards.
Wow, the Abyss has gotten so advanced. It's scary to think about how much harder these fights will get if these abyssal monsters continue to evolve.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a lot of information to take in at once.
But before we take our first break, we still have a couple short announcements. Really short, I promise. First up, limited time expiration rewards will be available in version 5.2. Just like in version 5.1, travelers can earn up to 400 extra Primogems, and the rewards will be available all the way through version 5.3. It's now time to introduce the event wishes. In the first half of version 5.2, travelers can look forward to event wishes from Chasca and Lenny. Ororon will also receive a drop rate
there
boost.
they are. Why does X2 speed feel normal? Oh, you know what? Yeah, I agree with you, Mighty. So, okay, I think it was Mr. J. Yeah. It was Mr. J. Like, I forgot whether it was a DM or whether we were just chatting on the Discord server. He said, okay, so... No. It was in our DMs. He mentioned how, like, the 5.2 special program was, like, really cringe. And, you know, I can't blame these two guys because, like, they're just trying to fill in for the... like VAs, because VAs aren't doing, you know, like, right, the whole VA strike thing. But I also I also remember telling him that I watched at times 2 speed and it didn't feel as cringe. Like, because they're speaking faster than than they normally would, like, it feels a lot more natural. I heard a new Android-based emulator came out recently. Retroid Pocket 5. If the price ain't inflated, you're considering it. What? Android-based emulator. Retroid? That sounds like a legit product name. Special programs always cringe. We can't hate the voice actors as well. Their reason for the strike is very reasonable. Oh yeah, definitely. I don't blame them. They're just trying to protect their careers and their industry as a whole.
And in the second half of version 5.2,
there's the big deal. There's the big deal that I'm pretty sure a lot of players are anxious about. Including me, because while Zhongli constellations aren't on my immediate radar, but getting C2 Zhongli, no, is it C2? Yeah, C2 Zhongli is sort of like, I wouldn't mind getting it. It's, I have a super long-term goal of getting C2 Zhongli one day. Time to skip Dongli again. Oh my god, you're skipping him again? I might have to skip Nivelette to save my guarantee for Malwika. Oh man, that sucks. Like, and especially because rumors about Malwika say that Malwika is gonna be on the first half of 5.3. Those have been, yeah, those have been the rumors about Malwika's release for a very long time now, and so far they haven't changed yet. So it's still the same rumors. Rumors say that Malwika is gonna be on the first half. His last rerun was with Yelan. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm hyped for Pyro Traveler, not Malwika. Well, thinking about Hydro Traveler's performance, I don't really care about Pyro Traveler anymore. Malwika's 5.3 or 5.4? Rumors say 5.3.
We'll have returning event wishes for Zhongli and Nubile. The weapon banner will feature a new 5-star bow, Astral Vulture's Crimson Plumage, and 2 new Netland-specific 4-star weapons. Be sure to check them out if you're interested.
All right, it's time for our first break. Once we come back, we'll dive right into the event portion.
Showing the first about the Masters of the Nightwind.
That's right. In the version 5.2 event, Economy Spirit-Seeking Scrolls, travelers will team up with Collei and Ororon to get to the bottom of a mysterious accident that occurred within their tribe.
Travelers will need to complete combat challenges to defeat enemies who try to disrupt the ritual. They'll also need to reconstruct scenes from the tribe's woven scrolls and gather lost spirits scattered throughout the region. Travelers will only be able to uncover the truth if they collect all the clues. But don't worry, there are also various rewards to earn along the way, including Primogems.
Ooh, I really like the vibe of this event. It looks like Collei is performing some kind of ritual. It's also mysterious.
When a situation gets tough, it's Granny to the rescue.
Definitely.
Collei and Ororon have some really fun dialogue in this event.
I'm always grabbing the popcorn whenever these two interact. They're practically a two-person show. And speaking of fun, let's get into the event gameplay. First up is the Search for Lost Spirits minigame. Travelers will have to work together to herd the scattered roaming spirits into specific zones to earn points. Pay attention to the conditions on the field if you want a higher score.
I heard Chlorine reruns in 5.4, but I don't think it's true. If that does end up being true, so many people are gonna mold. So many people have been waiting for a Risley rerun, and here we are, getting a Chlorine rerun before the Risley rerun. Our Traveler is gonna be Pyro Trash, jeez. Oh man, another one of these events.
To pay close attention to the game, since the format has changed at this time. Travelers will need to select combat units and stratagems to deploy against the opposing formation. Once the lineup is set, the monsters will fight automatically. Available combat units and stratagems are completely random. You know, just
this thing.
The chances of encountering elite combat units increases as the wargame progresses. Even more elite monsters will be available for travelers to use. It's a volatile environment, so do your best to win as many rounds as possible, earn wargame medals, and collect the rewards.
All right, let's keep the excitement rolling in this next event. We actually have a demo, so please take a look.
Oh, looks like they're selecting tactics. Double damage? That sounds powerful. Oh, it's automated. Cool.
Yay. TCG, the game mode that 101% of the player base plays.
In addition, the overall gameplay is very laid back. Characters will automatically do each other, and skill animations are now shorter in length.
Wow, it's like we got a whole new Genius Invocation TCG after coming back from Natland. Talk about Whiplash.
That's right. Even if you've never played Genius Invocation before, I really recommend checking out this new gameplay mode in version 5.2. The new version will also bring a few updates to regular Genius Invocation TCG.
You ever feel a little cooped up while you're playing card games? Well, don't worry about that. Our next event will give travelers the opportunity to enjoy the great outdoors. In Claw Convoy, travelers will need to help Lamia track down some adopted animals. Travelers will be able to see the animal's point of view by using a special tool. Once you've managed to deduce their location, you'll be able to track them down. Once the animals are safe and sound, travelers will receive a gift from the mysterious figure who adopted them. I feel like Ororon would really shine in this event. He's definitely an animal lover.
I can see that.
I saw someone asking what element Mawiko will be.
Alright, let's updates and game optimizations.
Oh, what element is Mawiko?
Travelers provided feedback that this setup interrupted their experience, so this will no longer be the case in version 5.2. Now, after finishing a battle, all you need to do is click Next Act if you want to keep fighting.
Nice. Travelers can now enjoy the thrill of combat without any interruptions.
And for all the generous travelers who like to configure supports for their friends, a supporting caster record has been added in the new update. You can now check which friends have borrowed your supports by looking at the supporting caster screen.
Cool. It'll be nice to know that our supports are helping people out.
Yup. Oh, and the party configuration mechanic has also been optimized. Besides elemental filtering, the Imaginarium Theater will now feature recommended role icons, elemental statistics, and markers for the main types of enemies.
That is so helpful. I'll occasionally put together a random team if I've just started experimenting with some characters, but this information should make it a lot easier to form strategic teams.
These markers will display key information on how to counter enemies, but in a much more prominent position. Hopefully, this change will make it easier for travelers to form the best teams.
Yes. Now we can directly see which elements work best against specific enemies. That's definitely gonna save some time.
For sure. And we can expect even more optimizations in the future as travelers continue to provide valuable feedback about their experiences. Okay, let's introduce the other system optimizations coming in version 5.2. You can now sort 5-star artifacts in your inventory based on when you obtain them, from the most recent to the oldest. Second, the animations for crafting materials, forging weapons, building furniture, and cooking dishes are now shorter in length.
That's really nice. The dev team designed a lot of intricate animations for these features, but it can feel a bit frustrating when you have to watch them over and over again.
There will also be several optimizations for the Serenity Teapot. The seed dispensary can now hold more of every type of seed. You'll be able to purchase wood at the Rome Depot in exchange for realm currency. In addition, the cooldown for the boon of the Elder Tree will be reduced to 5 seconds. This way, it'll be easier for travelers to collect wood.
Awesome. I've been meaning to use some cool replicas in my Serenity Teapot, but I'm always short on wood, so this should be really helpful.
Nice. I'm so excited for you. Oh, and optimizations have been made to artifact locking. The updated lock assistance interface will allow you to configure lock settings with a single click. Just hit use recommended settings, and you're set. The recommended set lock plans will even update automatically based on popular in-game configurations. Of course, if you have your own ideas in mind, then you can always disable the recommended plans to configure custom ones instead.
The update also allows you to batch lock artifacts in your inventory based on the recommended general lock plan.
Oh man, still no proper loadout system.
And set lock plans. This will make it much faster to organize your inventory. In addition, a shortcut button that navigates to the lock assistance interface will be added to the artifact domain challenge screen and the artifact acquisition screen. This should make it easier for travelers to configure their locking rules whenever they want. A star feature will also be added next to the lock button on each artifact. Travelers can use this feature to mark their favorite artifacts and filter by stars to quickly track them down.
Finally, treasure compasses will now be able to locate even more treasure locations, including sealies and time trial challenges. A quick swap feature will also be added for treasure compasses and aqueous resonance stones. Enabling this feature will allow travelers to more easily use these devices across regions. The feature will automatically switch to the compass or stone that corresponds to your location in the game.
You know, that's actually pretty cool. That actually might get me to use the treasure compass at some point. Maybe Dendro red hair might help in burning.
Awesome. Be sure to check out future announcements for more details on version 5.2 optimizations.
Alright, that was a lot of info, so this seems like a good time for our second break.
It's time for the third redemption code.
Log into Genshin Impact on Xbox Series X and S. Additionally, they'll also find extra rewards in their in. That means that okay?
Yes, really incredible.
Players to experience. I mean, 2 new is love and become a. I hope you have fun with the new version, travelers.
Bye.
Bye.
I sent you a short video. Pinged you in chat. On Discord. If they announce Capitano is playable, I'm skipping everyone. The chance is very slim. You know, I feel like Capitano might not become playable. Because, I mean, there's a chance he might end up being playable, but I feel like there's also a chance he might never become playable. Because, like, if Capitano ever became playable, I think he would be the first different character model. It might be on 5.6 or something. Yeah, because from what I remember, Capitano is taller than every tall male character that we've had in the game, that we have in the game so far. And I'm not talking about like just, you know, like a little taller. I'm talking about like way taller. Why is having different character models such an unrealistic thing? Because historically, Hoyo hasn't done it yet. Hoyo hasn't done it yet. If Hoyo would have done it, then yeah, they would have done it with Ito. They wouldn't have given him spaghetti arms. Besides Mondstadt, we have a Fatu in every nation. She did though. So she's not playable. And so we had a Mondstadt Fatui. Or what are they called? Harbinger. Child is Mr. Worldwide. He is everywhere. Mr. Worldwide. Two in Sumeru is the doctor. Yeah, yeah. She's playable if you sleep. Oh. Alright, well, anyway, I've the past 5 minutes or so, I've been nodding off. I've nodded off a few times, so I think that's gonna be it for me for today, guys. Anyway, man, 5.2 5 stars are quite a banger. Also, they know exactly what they're doing. They put 5 stars that so many players want right before Malwika. So they know exactly what they want. They know they want that dollar. They want your, well, not their dollar. They want your dollar. So, yeah, good luck everyone. Anyway, so yeah, for those of you who need help building your characters' accounts or making a decision which banners to pull for, feel free to join our Discord server. Links are in the description of all my videos, VODs, and streams, and independent message in the YouTube chat. If you want my personal opinion, you can ping me over there. My name's Elvis Einstein. Of course, you can ask for other people's opinions too. Thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. Bye, everyone. Yeah, thanks for coming by. Take care. Yeah, good night, everyone.
This